Hey guys, coming at you with another video again. So today, tonight I guess, kind of thought, because nobody really makes these videos, and I don't know, just thought about it. So I'm gonna go on with the comparisons between a couple of my parts and different ones, in the same category. So let's get started. So first off, we got 4-piece versus 2-piece. These ones specifically, I haven't really noticed that much of a difference. Just basically cosmetic looks. For some reason though, if you look on buy, sell, and trade groups, on like let's say Facebook, people tend to think these are holier than holy and end up making trying to sell them for retail price or even more than retail price when they're well past use, which doesn't make very much sense to me, but whatever. So yeah, nothing really much besides cosmetic. Top load versus front load. Now, this actually kind of does make a difference, and I'll tell you why. I'm running a Kinkai top, I think. I think that's what it's called. I can't even remember. I personally don't even remember the name of the stem. But anyways, with front load, boom. Okay, with front load, your bars are pretty much going to drop and go out forward, which feels really, really gross to me, and I don't personally like it. I mean, others might, but I don't know. I've ridden both. I didn't really care that much for front load. I've even ridden good ones too, not like, garbage ones. I've ridden like the Shadow Ravager, which is a really good one. If you're looking for a front load specifically, I'd go with that one. That one's really strong. But anyways, the shortness of the stem, for me, it kind of made a difference because I switched from a Fit DLT stem, which is really old to be honest, to a Kink, whatever it's called. And this one's a lot shorter, and it kind of makes turning feel a little bit faster, in my opinion. Others might not think so, but I don't know. It's kind of the way I see it. Alright. Female versus male axled hubs. Now, I don't know. For me, it doesn't make that much of a difference. It's basically cosmetic, but it's easier for females, like for you to get your hands on, like something to tighten up your wheels or adjust your chain with, versus carrying around like an adjustable wrench or a wrench in general all the time, which wouldn't really be ideal if you don't really want to carry a backpack. 32 offset versus 25 offset forks. Now, I'm pretty sure 32, and I don't know, they're okay. I've rode in both, and I personally like 25s better. It just feels better with a steeper angle. But some people like 32s more, and you can really find 32s pretty much everywhere. Shadow specifically makes, a lot of 26 to 25 offset forks. But, alright. And going down to cranks. Now there's a couple of cranks you're gonna find. There's 2-piece, 3-piece, and 1-piece. 1-piece is young Walmart, 21 Walmart, and I would not ride 1-piece. 2-piece though, I'll show you. I think they're like 2.5-piece or 2-piece, one of the two. 2-piece will look like this. They'll just have no bolt on one side and have a bolt on the other. Them ones happen to be Fly Dolman V1 cranks. But anyways, these ones are DK Socials, and they have bolts on both sides, and they're all you have to put the separate pieces together, hence 3 pieces. But there's also 48 spline, 16 spline, and 8 spline. 16 spline is in the middle between 48 and 8. 8's mostly found on stock bikes. The Mission Transits, I wouldn't even call them aftermarket personally. They're more or less stock, really. Even the ones you buy off of Dan's Comp are practically stock. But if you're trying to save money, I mean, they're all right for the time being, but I'd save up more and just get something a little bit better, maybe the Rant Bangin' 48s. Going to seats now, actually. I just thought about it. Pivotal, railed, and tripod. I've ridden all three in my time biking, and there's really no difference. I mean, I guess if you don't want to spend 20 minutes trying to find the hole for the the Allen key bolt for the what's it called, pivotal, then I guess that's alright if you want to ride tripod or railed, which, you know, companies do make railed still. I'm pretty sure that you can find shadow seats and shadow seat posts for railed at this current time. But another thing, half link versus full link. I've ridden people's bikes that have half link, and I noticed that it kind of crunches down on the sprocket, and I'm gonna turn the bike around so I can kind of like give a better view of this. Okay. Wait. Okay. So, yeah, like it doesn't really make that big of a difference. I'm pretty sure somebody told me that if you ride half link for a long time, it'll start kind of eating away at your sprocket. How true that is, I have no clue. I've really only ridden full chain. Well, full chain, yeah. I always ride the full chain, don't worry. No, full link. I never really rode half link, you know, as my own, but on others I've kind of felt that kind of crunching. On new ones especially, like the Shadow Interlock Supreme, which actually is a very good chain anyways, but anyways, guarded sprocket versus, you know, just regular. Guarded, I'm thinking about getting a guarded one. I guess if you're gonna be doing grinds, you know, that would be helpful. Also, what's it called? Female bolts. You're not gonna really want female bolts for grinding. I'd suggest male. They're just easier to work with. But anyways, so guarded, you're mostly gonna want that for either grinding on pegs, sprocket, you know, like stalls and stuff, or what's it called? You know, like frame grinds and stuff, which are weird, but frame grinds. I'm mostly going to be trying to do sprocket stalls and stuff like that at some point, so I kind of want to get a guarded sprocket so I don't bust up my chain a lot. Moving to the back, free coaster versus cassette. Now, I'm kind of like iffy on this. Like, I don't really like free coaster, but I'm not saying it's bad either. I've mostly ridden cassette my whole time. Like, I've ridden free coaster, but it's been on other people's bikes, and personally, I'm not a big fan of it. It just feels like it's too weird, and it tends to, you really have to know your maintenance on hubs to fully work with one, because they break a lot. You know, at least I've noticed that they don't really last as long as a cassette, but if you maintain it, I'm guessing it would. I don't know. Personally, I like the hub sound from a cassette. What else? There's really not a lot. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, no, not really. I guess the last thing I'm going to really compare is low cuts versus, you know, just regular frames. Low cuts, personally, to me, would be, you know, they're just a lot easier to swing your feet over if you're doing, like, cans or, you know, things like that. But I run one of these for now because I don't really have money to just go out and buy new frames and stuff whenever. So, I think, no, you know what, I just thought of one more thing. 22... Yeah, I think it's 22 millimeter axles and bearings versus like 19. 19, you're going to find a lot more bottom brackets for. And it's just easier to work with too, because if you get a new frame and stuff, and you have like 22 millimeters, you know, it's just really easier in general for you to just get 19, because more people would have it if you like needed to like swap out cranks with somebody. And that's kind of a given. I don't know. It's just kind of the things I noticed. And I thought I'd just kind of make a video on. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'll probably make a video tomorrow too. So yeah, just kind of stay tuned for that. So yeah, see ya.